Hello.
Perfect.
Okay. My name is Alexialyz.
And I'm Sergio Andres Calderon Fernandez.
We were going through a couple things during the time. We were having the housing issues. I was just starting off college. I was also, I think, around my first or second trimester of pregnancy. I was very depressed during the time.
I feel like during that season, there was a lot of anxiety, depression. No one wants to be married living in a car. It was the winter especially, and no one wants to bring a child in winter in a car. I feel like everything was gloomy, even emotionally, and thought process was gloomy. And we were both taking math class in Millersville. We were trying to pass as much as we could, but we failed that semester. I mean, it was impossible to study. We had nowhere to be at. I felt kind of like a disappointment, you know. We were happy because the baby was coming, but at the same time disappointed because we didn't have anything to offer him, you know. And I remember my wife would be like, well, we need a place, we need somewhere to go, you know, this baby's gonna come.
It was my mom who recommended the factory to us, and I wasn't too sure, but at the same time, I was like literally just about to give birth. I gave birth in February, and I think during that time it was January. I was hopeless because I was like, we're never gonna find a place, and the baby's coming.
I just kept saying, no, we'll figure it out, you know, we don't need anybody. So my wife actually decided to call herself and make the appointment.
My name is Bethany, and I am an adult advocate here at the Factory Ministries. When I first met Sergio and Alexia was in the lobby of the Factory Ministries. My initial reaction to them was, you are so young and facing so many adversities and barriers. They shared with me that they're sleeping in their car. In that moment, I asked them, is there anything I can get you? And they said to me, we've been looking for an electric blanket that we can plug into the car.
Bethany said hi to us, we met her, and she had actually given us this blanket. It was an electric blanket that you could connect to a car.
And it had just so happened that someone had donated a blanket exactly like that, and I knew it was in the building.
It was a good heated blanket, that's for sure. I really loved using it in the car.
It was such a small item, but I knew it helped so much in building that trust and connection right away.
You know, it was a start of a new journey, but Bethany made it very home and hopeful. She was always helping us with our goals, how to get out of our situation, how to be in a better place, especially with a baby. It felt good knowing that there was someone advocating for us and actually fighting for us. At that moment, we kind of felt like life was hopeless and there was no one there for us. Everyone was just cold towards us. But there was someone with a light and with a torch leading us out.
The factory has had a connection with the Millersville Social Work Department. And so as a team, we decided the best first step was to loop in the school because they were students.
So Bethany had contacted Millersville for us as an advocate so that they could help us reaching help and resources as well as housing through Millersville University.
And immediately when that email was sent out, there were more people from the school looped in to their situation to try to have the academic and financial and housing piece all addressed because their situation needed all of it.
I was very surprised with how, you know, just one person asking or just being able to be there and advocate could move mountains.
To be able to have the school be able to partner in such a profound and quick way meant they weren't on the street longer than 2 weeks after that initial connection.
She was able to help us find resources that we didn't have. I really feel Bethany established our path in every goal and in every area until eventually lead to when we were in the apartment.
They were able to help us get clothes for our son, and we were able to get more things for our son. When we first moved to the apartment, they were able to get us a bed with a box spring, kitchen utensils, plates, pots and pans.
Before, it was always survival day to day, but now we can relax, we can breathe.
I think what I'm most proud of is our son. He's growing, he's getting big. I'm really happy that he's happy. That's something I'm really proud of.
The factory put every stone in place for us so that we could reach the place that we are at today. If it weren't for the factories, we wouldn't be here right now.
From when Sergio and Alexia first came to the factory to when I was then able to walk into their apartment was only about a 3-month gap. And to see them being in their vehicle, very close to giving birth, unsure where they'll be sleeping at night, where their baby would be sleeping at night, to then now they're in their own apartment, being able to raise their child in a safe place. I was so overwhelmed with relief and joy for the fact that that was how they got to start their lives as parents.
To anyone that wants to support, know that your support does help, especially those that are in the very bottom and have no hope. Your support gives hope to those that have no hope. And all I can say is thank you, So thank you for your support.
I'm gonna cry.